The deepest wounds come not from strangers, but from those we once trusted. When someone you loved becomes the person who hurts you, it's not because the love disappeared. It's because something in that love was never understood, never held, never healed. Love doesn't vanish, it hardens, and when it's been ignored too long, it can turn into hate. People think hate is the opposite of love, but it's not. The opposite of love is indifference. Hate still cares. It's just been twisted by pain. Hate is love that's been betrayed, dismissed, minimized. It's the emotional protest of someone who feels unseen. When your feelings are ignored, when you keep sacrificing yourself to keep the peace, when your needs go unheard, something in you starts to burn. Not loudly, but deeply. That pain, if left unspoken, becomes bitterness. And bitterness, over time, turns love into something sharp and reactive. The most dangerous pain is not what explodes, but what gets buried. Repressed hurt doesn't stay quiet. It leaks out in sarcasm, in cold shoulders, in sudden distance. You're not overreacting. You're reacting to years of unmet emotional truth. It usually starts with pain. Something small, a hurtful comment, being dismissed, feeling invisible. But instead of speaking it, you stay silent. You avoid conflict. You tell yourself, it's not worth it. But each silence stores another layer of resentment. You think you've forgotten, but your body hasn't. Your nervous system hasn't. Every time they do it again, that same reaction flares up. And you wonder, why am I so angry over something so small? It's not the moment, it's the memory. The fight isn't new. It's version 17 of the same argument you've had for years. Why? Because the pain was never named. The apology never felt real. The pattern stayed even after the words stopped. You didn't want to hate them. You wanted to be heard. You wanted change. But when change never came, and the pain kept repeating, hate showed up. Not because you stopped loving them, but because you didn't know what else to do with your pain. Unspoken pain doesn't stay quiet. It finds other ways to speak. Through blame, through sarcasm, through distance. But when you name the hurt, clearly, honestly, and without attack, something shifts. What was once controlling you starts to release. I'm sorry I hurt you is not the same as I understand how that made you feel. One is guilt, the other is empathy. The apology that heals is the one that mirrors back your pain and makes space for it. Forgiveness is hard when the wound still feels invisible. You can't release what you never really faced. Before letting go, you need to understand what you're holding, what it cost you, what you lost, what you needed. Letting go is not giving in. It's refusing to let pain define you. It's saying, you hurt me, but I decide how long I'll carry that hurt. Releasing is not forgetting, it's remembering, with clarity but without chains. I worked with a couple who had been married for 12 years. Every argument ended the same way. He shut down and she exploded. She once told me, I feel like I'm screaming just to be seen. He said, I stay silent because nothing I say is ever good enough. What they didn't realize was, both were scared. Both felt unseen, but they were expressing that fear in opposite ways. When we slowed it down, we found something deeper. She had grown up in a home where her voice didn't matter. He had been raised to never show weakness. So every time she got loud, he felt threatened. And every time he went quiet, she felt abandoned. Their fights weren't really about the moment. They were reliving old wounds in real time. What finally changed? They stopped arguing about what happened and started talking about what they felt. He said, "When you yell, I feel like a failure." She said, "When you disappear, I feel like I don't exist." With help, they created a new pattern, slowing down, naming the feeling, and asking, "What are you really needing from me right now?" Love doesn't become hate overnight. It's shaped by years of silence, blame, and missed moments. But if you're willing to look beneath the surface, to name the pain, and to stay with the process, healing becomes possible. In our final episode, we'll explore what it means to choose, whether to stay, to grow, or to part with integrity. Thank you for joining me for episode 14. I hope you walk away not with guilt, but with clarity and the courage to face what's true.